You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I have got our weekly prediction edition. As always, my predictions are based on recent episode action, sometimes history of the soap, but mostly on brand new and confirmed official Y&R spoilers. I have got 5 predictions for you today. One about Kyle, one about Jordan and Claire, Nikki and Victor, Ashley Abbott, and Sharon and Nick. I cannot wait to unpack these for you. And hey, if you have not, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates. Let's dig in, and we're going to start with Sharon and Nick. So my first prediction is that Sharon and Nick are going to commiserate on their recent losses. And it looks like this is the groundwork for that chic reunion I know a lot of fans really want. I'm frankly excited for it. So, last week, Sharon dumped Chance. She had that dream, and in the dream, he was with Summer. He was getting married. At any rate, Chance seemed to really want to work things out with her, but she's like, no, I don't love you, and I don't see a future. So that's all on her, but it is still a loss. And then on Tuesday, Summer surprises Chance. She has decided to tell him about her feelings, and she probably doesn't know they've broken up by then. I'm assuming in this conversation he will tell her. And on the Nick front, Sally and Adam are heating things up on Thursday. So both of their exes are moving on. And this definitely feels like the groundwork is being laid for their reunion. And in Sharon's dream, the talk was almost nonstop about Nick, about him betraying her, about him cheating on her. But I feel like they're both at a stage right now that they could have a solid relationship if they're honest, and if Phyllis stays away from them. She's distracted with Danny and Cricket, so hey, maybe Sharon and Nick can make it work this time. All right, my second prediction, Ashley Abbott may be heading for some kind of mental breakdown. So on Monday's episode, Ashley and Tucker again talk about this different perspective of what went on in Paris. And she tells Tucker that he's gaslighting her. And then on Friday, Ashley confronts Audra. I don't know if she's found out by then that Audra has been sleeping with Tucker this whole time. It's really weird because Ashley and Tucker's versions of what happened in Paris are so drastically different that I don't know if one of them is lying or not, or maybe there's just something going on. I wonder if Ashley is heading for a mental health crisis. She's had a couple of them before. I don't know if you guys remember this, but back quite a while ago, she was pregnant by Victor, and then she had an abortion, and she suffered a complete and total mental breakdown after that. And then she got pregnant by Victor again. And Adam, back then, I think it was the Michael Muni days, he was gaslighting her while she was pregnant. She fell down some stairs and she lost her baby, and she wound up in a mental hospital, same time that Sharon was there. She's had 2 mental breakdowns, and I just don't know. There's just things are so weird between her and Tucker and the different versions of the stories that I really have to worry if maybe something isn't going on with her. My third prediction, Nikki Newman's going to spiral, and Victor is really, really struggling to help her. So on Monday's episode, Victor searching her desk, questioning her sobriety. Lucky for her, he didn't find her backup flask of booze. And by this coming Friday the 12th, Victor swears to protect her no matter what. She's got this new sober coach, her sponsor in AA. His name is Seth, played by Brian Gaskill. I know in the past, sometimes when Nikki has been in a spiral, she has made some bad choices. I think a lot of people are wondering if Seth might be a bad choice. I mean, a sponsor is definitely not supposed to get involved with the person that they are trying to help, but people do it, I mean, addiction is a slippery slope. I feel like that Nikki is going to color outside the lines and put herself in a position where Victor really can't help her, or that she refuses to let him help her. We'll see how it plays out, but this storyline is going no place good. All right, my fourth prediction is that Jordan Howard is going to double down on the hate when Claire Grace talks to her next week. So on Wednesday the 10th, the official spoilers say that Claire Grace is tormented by memories of Jordan. And then by Friday the 12th, Claire tries to get some closure with her great aunt. So Claire's at the mental hospital. Jordan is in jail. I don't know if they're going to have a phone conversation or if Cole or Victoria can check Claire out to take her over to the jail, or maybe Michael Baldwin can do it. I'm not sure what kind of conversation, how that's going to work since they're in two different places, but Jordan has already been saying nasty things. I think, Jordan kidnapped her. She drugged her. She's a psycho. She was ready to kill her great niece. No problem. And now that Claire is kind of allowing her parents back in her life, I mean, she blew up at Victoria the other day and said she wanted her band off her visitors list, but Cole seems to still be on there. Claire's definitely going to wind up being a real Newman. That's for sure. And I think Jordan is going to just be really nasty to her, burn all those bridges, make it clear, she never wanted her. She, hates her, things like that. There's just no telling what Jordan is going to say to her, but I think it's going to be really horrible. And I think it is going to set Claire's progress back temporarily, but in the long run, I think this is the kind of closure she needs. She needs to see what a nutter that Jordan is so she can get past all of this. All right, my fifth and final prediction for the week. I think Kyle Abbott is going to spiral over the ladies in his life, or a current lady and an ex. So on Monday's episode, on the 8th, Audra tells Tucker that Kyle has been double dealing, that he has been playing a double agent, that he tried to get her to flip on Tucker. And she tells him all about Kyle's treachery. And then Audra also says, but I'm choosing you. Weird as our relationship is, it is still the longest lasting one in my life. So it's very clear that Audra, now that she's exposed Kyle, there's no reason for her to keep seeing him. I think she is going to call things off with him. Spoilers for Tuesday the 9th say that Kyle snaps. I believe either Tucker or Audra or both are going to tell him, look, this is over. If it's Tucker, he's going to say, Audra told me what you were doing. And Kyle, either way, is going to have to deal with the fact that he believes that Audra betrayed him. As far as Audra is concerned, she feels like she was staying loyal to Tucker, the main person in her life, and that Kyle is a big nothing. And I think this might be the end of them. Plus, on Tuesday, Summer and Chance have a talk. Their romance could be starting. So Kyle is about to be, I believe, curb kicked by Audra at the same time that his ex-wife is moving on with a guy she's been crushing on for a while. So I definitely think Kyle has a spiral coming. I don't personally feel too sorry for him because he ran right over Penis First and hopped on Audra 3.7 seconds after he told Summer they were done. That was extremely disrespectful to her, to their marriage, despite what she had done. So I'm just not in a place where I feel sorry for Kyle, but I definitely think he's got a big spiral and a big comeuppance coming soon. Hey, drop your comments on what you think is happening in these storylines, whether you agree or disagree with my predictions. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our Weiner updates. And please come back soon because we are here talking CBS soaps 7 days a week, as you know. And as always, I'm Belynda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.